You know, folks, I've talked about this before, and well, I've got a little bit of a last break with me right now. I'm going to talk about it again real quickly. You know what really ticks me off, and I'm sure anybody in retail off, especially of the cashiers, is when people don't understand and realize that the light on your register, the number light of your register, when it's off, it should indicate you're done. You are done for that period. You're done for that moment. You are done for the next 15 minutes, or you are done for the next hour, or you're done for the day or the night. But they just don't get it. They don't. They don't realize that. They don't see that. And you know what? It just ticks me the heck off. It's like they just don't get it. They don't. They just don't get it. It's like they don't give a freak. If you know what I mean. Oh, but to top that off, woohoo! To top that off, well, I check my time here. Top that off, you know what's even crazier? How about the fact that instead of doing the smart thing and going to probably something like self-checkout and probably doing 6 separate transactions there, well, you know you're guaranteed to get the money you need back in cash back, that instead you decide, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and do 6 different transactions or 5 different transactions and try to get $500 back in cash. Yeah. You think these people would realize that's not what we do? Heck, you know, maybe we do it, but if we don't have the money, they should see, oh, you don't have the money. Well, I'll go to another register, or I'll go to self-checkout and I'll try there. You think they realize that, but they don't. They don't realize that. You know why they don't realize that, folks? You know why? You know why? Because they don't care. And you know what? Customers can get pissy and groan and moan. Well, you know what? Maybe you should know better. Now, I know some of you might say, well, maybe you guys should have more money in your till or in your register. Yeah, that might be true, but you know what? We're limited. We have a certain method. We have a certain amount of money, certain bills, certain coins that we have in there to start out with, and that's how we go. Yeah, we don't do the, 1, 5, 10, 20. No, we do 1, 5, 20. Coin-wise, we have the coins. We go from pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. That's about it. And if we add on any big money, it's the hundreds or 50s, usually the hundreds go under the door. The 50s sometimes go under the door, if not near the 20s. The fact is, folks, there's a method of how you start out a register, of how much you're dealt to start, you're basically given to start out with. And you know what? Next time somebody comes to your register, for any of you that do work retail, and they ask for that stuff, you tell them honestly, well, let me check first. And if you can, or you need a manager to approve it, open up your drawer, see if you got enough, and then you either say one or two things. You say, okay, fine, I can do it. Or, sorry, sir, I don't have that kind of change. Can you do it another way? Or can I suggest you go to self-checkout? That'll give you what you need. Because I'll be honest with you, when I went to self-checkout about a week or two ago, and I had to get money back to pay my mom and my sisters, guess what? I use self-checkout. Why? Because it gives you the money you need back. It does. It doesn't delay. It doesn't shortchange you. It gives you what you need back. True, it may not be exactly the way you envision it, but they give it to you back. The fact is, people need to understand. They need to understand, and I gotta get back in a little bit. They need to understand that we're doing the best we can, so they need to work with us and do the best they can. That's what they need to do. They need to work with us and do the best they can to help us help them. And you know what? That's all I'm gonna say. Because quite honestly, I'm sick and tired of this crap. If you know what I mean.